Now, we know the reason we bake anything, whether it's bread or customer experiences, is so that at the end of the day, it can be consumed and enjoyed by our customers. Therefore, baking dough batches or audience segments ultimately needs somewhere to go when finished, somewhere to display the final product. In the bakery, serving our end user requires warming ovens or displays to help us present and deliver the finished product. The same is true in marketing. The CDP is your oven. All your ingredients are combined and are placed in there, and eventually they're ready for serving. Once ready, you need to bring them to life, and this comes through the activation of those audiences and how they're presented, or what those individuals within segments ultimately see. So think about where you want to showcase the finished product or batch, and how you want to present it, the message. This will determine which appliances and displays, channels, you'll want to connect. Now, below are some of the appliances or displays that you might want to consider. Again, this is for marketers only. Bakers, unless you're cooking up a digital dozen, these might not be for you. Needless to say, stick with what you dough. All right, let's kick off with Appliance A. This is your email service provider. Likely a key part of the post-bake delivery stage. Here we really want to ensure that any batches being delivered have the right ingredients included so it can be enjoyed as it was intended to be. You'll be looking for specific ingredients to be included in this batch, such as email address for targeting, and to personalize the flavor, make sure you include personal ingredients such as name, location, as well as historical and preferential ingredients such as past purchases, product category affinity, and don't forget a generous dash of engagement data too. Appliance B is your marketing cloud or database. If you have a marketing tech stack, think of this as the gas, and you're going to want to make sure that that gas is connected to your oven or CDP. This will be one of the most important delivery mechanisms, so you'll need to ensure that you can take the batch segments you're baking and easily move them over when they're ready to be consumed. In a marketing cloud tech stack, you're likely able to connect your batches with multiple different channels that you can present your customer experiences on. But remember, each may require different ingredients within the batch. For example, if your delivery or presentation options are an ESP or email service provider, you'll need to make sure that you bake using email addresses. If you're showcasing these batches through digital advertising, let's say Instagram, you'll need to make sure that you're baking with an email address and also potentially a cell phone number. The different displays require specific key ingredients to ensure that they can be consumed, stored, and leveraged as intended. Appliance C is your real-time interaction management system. Now, you may have many different types of people who interact with your brand, and they'll expect to be served in a variety of different ways. Some people are happy to wait, and others want their customer experiences delivered instantly. This requires you to integrate a real-time interaction management system, or RTIM for short, into your CDP oven. This will ensure that a tailored experience will be delivered in the exact moment your customer is interacting with your brand. For example, let's double down on our bakery metaphor. When a guest walks through the door of your bakery, you need to serve up the right treat based on their preferences. Now, fortunately, with an RTIM system, when they enter your property, you're able to trigger an alert, which tells your kitchen that they're there. When that happens, their favorite treats will automatically pop out of your CDP oven, over to your RTIM system, and then put right on the counter in front of your customers instantly. Appliance D are your digital advertising networks. Now, a big part of your bakery's success will come down to people seeing your amazing products. You'll want to ensure that you can place them in front of your customers so that they're aware that they exist and, moreover, how delicious they look. Digital advertising networks such as Facebook, Google, and display are integral for driving that awareness. You'll want to ensure that these are connected to your CDP. Now, in order for this to work, you'll need to be able to showcase your batches across these displays and networks. That only works if you have the right connections in place, and the batches can easily be shown to your end customers. To do this, ensure that ingredients within these batches include at the very least an email address or phone number, as this will allow you to serve them to your customers accurately without wasting expensive ingredients. Appliance E is your marketing analytics or analytics platform. Like any good baker, you want feedback on your product, as well as analyze what experiences are selling and which aren't. This will better enable you to forecast, enrich specific products, or maybe even discontinue certain products. This will be an important part of the ongoing optimization that is required for both your recipes and understanding where to invest. As you capture this information, you'll want to use the insight to enhance everything that you're doing in the kitchen. Bringing that information back into your recipes will enable you to fine-tune your ingredients and better your finished products.